What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Got some pretty good news for you today. The Turning Tides DLC is free to play for all players on the Battlefield until June 30th. So anyone with just the base version of Battlefield 1, if you haven't had a chance to try out the Turning Tides DLC, now's your chance to jump on and try it for yourself. So you get a chance to try out some things that are exclusive just to the Turning Tides DLC, like the Infiltrator Elite class, or maps like Akibaba, Cape Palace, Zebra Grade, or the map I'm on today, Helgoland Bite. I have a 27 kill streak in the Fortress gun gameplay that I want to share with you guys today. Pretty insane gameplay from at least my position, as I don't use the Fortress gun at all, really. So originally, when this map first came out, I always thought the Fortress gun was going to be a beast on this map, but I kind of got distracted with the Tank Hunter class just because of the mobility of being able to kind of move around the map, and I'm usually the type of player who likes to get onto the capture zone. But today I got stuck on the Fortress gun. I wasn't really being attacked at all, and I was just able to just kind of sit here and just obliterate enemy players who were stuck on A and B flags. So it kind of worked out really well to my advantage, but I would be curious to know what your guys' highest kill streak is for the Fortress gun, and specifically the map Helgoland Bite. I would be very curious to know how much you guys are racking up using this beast of a gun, because man, I tell you what, this is kind of like the heavy bomber in a sense where you can easily be taken out. You know, obviously anyone can run up to me and shoot me in the back, but if you're given a little bit of time, the damage that you do, I think, almost outweighs the fact of how easily you can be taken out. So it's almost making me think of redoing my strat on Helgoland Bite. You know, I'm not sure if I'm completely going to do it yet or not, just because of the fact that I still can't get on a capture zone. But if I can set up in a way where I can get the enemy team down to A and B and having them try to push up over to C, I tell you what, there's no reason really for me not to jump onto the Fortress gun and defend it from here on out. I'm just trying to decide how I want to go do this. If I want to maybe jump onto the Scout class and drop some high explosive bombs right next to the doors, I think that might be maybe a better idea. Or maybe stick with the support class and maybe repair the Fortress gun if I have to. But, you know, I'm not really quite sure which, you know, one strat I would want to do, but feel free to let me know you guys' strat down in the comments below. I'm leaning more towards using the Scout class because those high explosive tripwire bombs are so OP right now, in my opinion. I think it's like the one thing I wish they would kind of lowered. But if it's going to be in the game, then I'm going to use it, and I think it'd be a great opportunity to use it right there by the doorways. And even if I don't get the kills, it still alerts me that someone has ran by, and, you know, will give me some information to probably, you know, jump out of the Fortress gun and hopefully finish off the enemy player who's trying to pick me off. So I'm leaning more towards that, considering that I don't know how often this could possibly get disabled on the map. I wasn't really shot at, and it does take quite a bit of power to, you know, disable the Fortress gun. I think if the enemy team had their Behemoth in and you had that Dreadnought Barrage was just raining down, you know, shells upon you, where you had to, you know, use a support class to keep repairing yourself, I think that might probably be the, you know, time I'd probably want to use the support class. But other than that, I think I'll probably lean more to the Scout class, unless there's something I don't know about, unless, again, you guys have something up your guys' sleeves that makes this work. I mean, I've seen some players on the battlefield have some pretty crazy service stars for this Fortress gun on maps like Empire's Edge. There's been situations where across the map, you know, I'm getting blasted from players, and you're finding them with, you know, double-digit service stars for the Fortress gun. So, you know, some people are very savvy with this weapon. You know, they know the range on it. They know the specific area to shoot at where they can just consistently just be laying down fire on you and taking you out. But the nice thing about it is the time to kill. See a situation here against the airship where it's just 3 shots. So already this is so much more nice than using the Tank Hunter gun, where you're slowly chipping away at like 8 or 9 damage against the airship, and eventually the pilot realizes he can't repair himself and he'll just bail out after a minute or two of you just consistently putting a little bit of damage on him, where you're just left with getting a vehicle destroyed, but you don't get any kills with it. So you know, again, I don't know. I'm leaning more and more where I want to use this Fortress gun and continually see what I can do with it, especially with the accuracy. I think the better I get using it, the better off I'll be. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go all the way out and start using it on maps like Empire's Edge. I still think that's pretty wild to see some players out there who just consistently nail enemy players across the map with the Fortress gun. And heck, if they can do it consistently and they can be impactful, then props to you. But that's kind of my main thing, is can you be impactful? And I feel like Empire's Edge is a little bit more difficult than something like Helgoland Bight. I mean, clearly I can hold off A and B, and even more than that, I can take out all of their ships that are coming out from the defending side. So, I don't know. This might be the new strat for Helgoland Bight. I'm probably late to the party. I'm sure a lot of you have already been using this. Obviously, I don't use the Fortress gun enough, but that's the nice thing about, playing a game over and over again. You dive into all the little things about it that you've missed before, and, you catch up to what people had already probably experienced way back when Battlefield 1 first came out. So, still cool stuff to me. Still having fun on BF1, as I was able to take out that destroyer. I was trying to pick off that one player that was around there in the ocean. Couldn't quite get him. Now the enemy team has looped up behind me, and so I'm a little bit concerned here, because this is where obviously they should creep up behind me and finish me off. But I'm not quite able to move the gun all the way over there to my left side. That's why I said, defending side, I don't know how much more of an advantage they have than the attacking side. I am able to take out those vehicles that are pushing up from the left and from the right a little bit, but all you have to do is just run alongside the cliff wall, and you should be able to sneak up behind me and finish me off. But again, a couple of these shots here, hopefully I'll get in the future, and I don't know, we'll see how high the kill streaks can go. I'm kind of now excited to be playing Helgoland Bight again now that I'm having just a different perspective on the map and trying out new things. So definitely pretty hyped to still continue off of what a new challenge I can have on a map like this, as I'm gonna have a couple more attack boats that are gonna push over here to the side. Gonna get my final 2 kills right here on this attack boat, and my teammates are going to, I think with the A gun, is he gonna finish them off? Yeah, I think with the A gun he's gonna finish off that attack boat right there. And that's gonna be the last of my 27 kills, as I'm going to try one more time, see if I can get the airplane. Not gonna be able to get it, and then I look over there, see the airship just out of my range. Probably could have jumped out and got onto the AA gun and finished it off, but I wanted to see how high of a kill streak I could get in the Fortress gun. But that's it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Living, and I'll catch you guys again later. Peace.